The subtle shift in reality. You aren't imagining it. You aren't merely tired, and you aren't just overthinking. Something fundamental has shifted. The very atmosphere surrounding your life feels different, as if the air itself has been replaced by a more electric, more potent substance. It is not just a change in your room or your house. It is a profound alteration in the very fabric of your reality. It is as if the environment has thinned, becoming more charged, more vibrant, and more alive with a frequency you can feel in your bones but cannot yet name. The rhythm of your days has transformed. Tasks that once felt urgent, those frantic duties that used to consume your focus, now seem hollow, like faint echoes bouncing off the walls of an empty cathedral. The things that used to matter, the status, the constant noise, the busyness, now feel like a costume that no longer fits. Connections and relationships that used to energize you now seem to drain your spirit without any warning. You find yourself exhausted after simple conversations that used to feel light and easy. It's as if you are speaking a language that your soul no longer recognizes. Ambitions and goals that once lit a fierce fire in your chest, driving you forward with an unstoppable determination, no longer spark that same excitement. You look at your old to-do lists and feel a strange sense of detachment. And I want you to hear this clearly. That is not a sign that you are broken. That is not a signal that you have failed, or that you are losing your edge. On the contrary, that feeling of emptiness is actually a confirmation. It is proof that you are not lost. You are not falling behind your peers. You are not failing at the game of life. You are transitioning. You are entering a totally new season of your existence. And right now, in this quiet, sacred in-between space, the universe isn't asking you to have it all figured out. It isn't demanding a 5-year plan or a map of your next moves. It isn't asking you to prove your worth through productivity or constant labor. It is asking you for one singular thing: trust, the struggle of the ego. Most people fight this phase with everything they have. They feel the shift and they panic. When the old map of their life starts to fade and the ink disappears from the page, they scramble to redraw it using the same outdated compass and the same tired logic. They cling desperately to the identity they've worn for years: the achiever, the helper, the peacekeeper, the strong one who always has the answers. They hold on because uncertainty feels like a threat. To the modern mind, not knowing what's next feels like failure. It feels like weakness. It feels like they've somehow lost control of the wheel. But if we look back at the wisdom of the ages, we see a different story. Ancient wisdom keepers like Thoth, the scribe of the gods and the guardian of cosmic law, understood a deeper truth that our modern, noisy culture has buried under layers of digital distraction. They knew that seasons are not optional. They are mandatory. Just as the winter must eventually release its icy, frozen grip so that the spring can emerge, your soul must shed what no longer serves its purpose. You must drop the dead leaves of your past to make space for the new growth that is already pulsing beneath the surface of your life. This growth begins long before you see the first green sprout. In fact, the most profound life-altering transformation happens in total darkness. It happens underground, unseen by the world, uncelebrated by the masses, and completely unrecorded by social media. There are no likes for the moments when your old self is dissolving. It is the quiet, painful dismantling of old structures so that new, more magnificent ones can rise in their place. The sacred void. If you have been feeling restless, disoriented, or even deeply empty lately, do not mistake it for stagnation. This is not a dead end. It is sacred emptiness. It is the intentional space between chapters where your old story has reached its final sentence, but your new story hasn't fully written itself yet. Many people call this a void, a black hole, or a period of nothingness. But it isn't a void. It is fertile ground. It is rich, dark, and full of infinite potential. Your only job right now is not to fill that space with frantic plans or desperate goals. Your job is to hold the space. Stay there without the noise. Stay there without the panic. Refuse to force a direction that hasn't revealed itself to you naturally. This is not idleness. This is not being lazy. This is sacred receptivity. This is the art of being still enough to hear the next instruction. Because here is the truth that most of the world misses. Transitions are not a time of passive waiting. They are periods of active recalibration. They are silent, internal revolutions. While your outer world appears still, maybe even stagnant or boring, your inner world is undergoing a massive quantum reset. Your brain is literally being rewired. The neural pathways you built around your old roles, the rescuer, the overachiever, the people pleaser, are dissolving. The rewiring of the heart. Think about every time you said yes when your heart meant no. Think about every time you swallowed your truth just to keep the peace. Every time you tied your personal worth to your bank account or your output. You carved super highways in your brain. Now those highways are being deconstructed. Your heart is rewiring its expectations. It is no longer willing to accept love that feels like an obligation. It is no longer willing to chase success that costs you your internal peace. Your very cells are preparing to vibrate at a new frequency, a higher resonance that matches your next timeline. The quantum field, that invisible web of energy that connects everything, is holding a perfect reflection of your next self. It is simply waiting for you to match its signal. But your ego hates this. The ego thrives on certainty, control, and labels. It measures your life in milestones and external validation. So the ego whispers to you in the middle of the night, "You're falling behind. You're wasting your life. Everyone else has it figured out except you." But that voice is not yours. It is the echo of a season that has already ended. It is the ghost of your past self. If you listen to it, even for a moment, you will rush into false clarity. You will take a job that drains your soul just to feel productive. You will go back to a dead relationship just to avoid being alone. You will force a path that feels safe but is ultimately soulless. You will mistake motion for direction. You will confuse being busy with the process of becoming. The intelligence of the heart, this in-between, is a sacred chamber. It is a liminal space where the old self dies and the new self is born. And in this chamber, your mind is not the leader. Your heart is your guide. Modern science is finally catching up to ancient mysticism. Institutions like the HeartMath Institute have confirmed that your heart generates an electromagnetic field thousands of times stronger than your brain. Your heart isn't just a pump. It has its own nervous system with 40,000 sensory neurons. Your heart sends more signals to your brain than your brain sends to your heart. It isn't just reacting to your thoughts. It is shaping your perception. It is influencing your decisions before you are even consciously aware of them. Studies on presentiment show that the heart can detect future events 4 to 7 seconds before they actually happen. Your heart isn't just poetic, it is prophetic. And right now, your heart is humming with the frequency of your next season. So, how do you navigate this without losing your mind? You must protect your energy relentlessly. This is not the season for big, loud decisions. This is not the time to explain your process to people who aren't on your level. Your nervous system is in a state of extreme sensitivity, like a seed cracking open under the dirt. You are vulnerable to the slightest disturbance. Too much external input, too much scrolling, too much gossip, too much comparison will overwhelm your system. It will pull you back into those old low-frequency patterns. Instead, you must create quiet. You must learn to say no without offering an excuse. Cancel plans that don't feel like a hell yes. Let your social circles thin out. This isn't isolation. It is energetic hygiene. You aren't rejecting people. You are honoring the space where your new self is forming. Practicing the shift. You cannot create from a state of chaos. You create from a state of stillness. You must return to your heart daily. Every morning, before you pick up your phone and let the world's agenda hijack your brain, sit in the silence. Place your hands over your chest and breathe. Not through your nose, but as if the air is flowing directly in and out of your heart center. This simple act of heart-focused breathing stimulates your vagus nerve. It flips the master switch of your nervous system, moving you out of fight or flight, stress mode, where growth and intuition are shut down, and into coherence. Coherence is the state where healing, creation, and deep wisdom thrive. For a few minutes every day, don't just visualize your future, feel it. Feel the calm of belonging. Feel the quiet confidence of purpose, even if you don't have a plan yet. Feel the joy of becoming. This is frequency alignment. You are telling your cells to get ready because the new season is already here. Your body doesn't know the difference between a memory and a vividly felt emotion. When you feel the peace of your next season now, you literally rewire your biology. The biological transformation. Epigenetics has proven that emotions like gratitude and love trigger cellular regeneration. In landmark studies, heart coherence practice was shown to double immune antibodies and even lengthen telomeres, the caps on your chromosomes that determine how fast you age. You aren't just waiting for your life to change. You are biologically preparing your body to handle the new level of energy that is coming. And the quantum field, which acts as a faithful mirror, will rush to match your inner state. Soon you will start seeing confirmations. You will get sudden clarity about a relationship that you've been tolerating, and you'll realize it's time to release it. You'll see an unexpected opportunity that feels too easy because your old self was addicted to the struggle. You'll feel a wave of peace in the middle of a storm, not because the storm stopped, but because you stopped fighting it. These are not accidents. They are signs that your new season is anchoring into your reality. But don't rush the bloom. The world rewards speed, but sacred growth honors rhythm. Patience isn't being passive, it is being precise. This new season isn't about doing more, it's about being more. It may ask you to release the roles that once defined you. It may replace your hustle with flow. It may replace validation with self-knowing. The global awakening. This is not a loss, it is liberation. You are shedding a costume that was always too small for your spirit. You are returning to your essence. You aren't behind, you are exactly on time. The old season served its purpose perfectly. It taught you what you will no longer tolerate. It shaped you, but you do not owe it your future. Let the past go with a heart full of gratitude. Not because it was perfect, but because it was necessary. Every heartbreak and every dead end was a purification, not a punishment. Now stand in the in-between. Don't fill it with noise. Just breathe. Your new life isn't coming. It is already here. And remember, this transition isn't just about you. We are living through a massive inflection point in human history. 25 is a year where old, incoherent systems, financial, social, and spiritual, are beginning to collapse. In that vacuum, new timelines are being born. Your personal shift is a vital part of a larger global recalibration. When you choose peace over chaos, you send a ripple through the entire collective. You were called to be here at this exact moment for a reason. You are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. Your spark hasn't gone out. It has been waiting for the silence so you could finally hear it. The season has already turned. The world is waiting for the version of you that is currently being born in the quiet.